to say something.
Please.
No, I just feel like that's how autistic people laugh.
So, Becca, do you know why we're here today? By the way, we're opening with that. And you know what? Before I even go on it with my spiel, how do autistic people laugh?
They open their mouth so unbelievably well. They sound like they're choking on something. Yeah, and it's only autistic kids.
Ooh. And that's how autistic kids snort. All right, so do you know why we're on the PS4 today?
Oh boy, for a good time.
Well, you're goddamn right. You know what? For some. For others, not so much. So I went ahead and downloaded the Final Fantasy VII Remake demo. You're like, I don't care. I don't care.
Oh my god.
I know, you're snorting. So we're just going to start it up. And I want you to experience... Actually, you've never played... let me ask you this. All right, Mike, reset here. Have you ever played any Final Fantasy games? Any?
Yes, but I have no idea which one. Because I played it when I was really little with you.
Okay, well, if that's the
and
case...
And it did not count, because I was just BSing.
Okay, so if that's the case, you probably played Final Fantasy X. Because back then, when you were little, that was my very first Final Fantasy experience.
Okay.
Which is... X is 10. So that was the game that got me into this whole spiral staircase of just Final Fantasy goodness. And I've played, a few other Final Fantasies along the way. And it wasn't until, I'd say about 2011, maybe 2012, I discovered 7. So I didn't actually grow up with 7. 7 came out in 1997. And to be honest, I wasn't even really familiar with Final Fantasy. Growing up, all I knew was that there was a shit ton of these games, and I didn't know what they were about, didn't know why there were so many, didn't even realize, I couldn't comprehend as a kid, oh, there's so many for a reason. Like, obviously, they're great games. Well, to an extent. To an extent.
Oh, boy.
I'm not a fan of...
Here we go.
I'm not a fan of 12 and beyond. Although, ironically, I put like over 200 hours in 12. You want to know why?
Oh boy.
It's 25% main story, 75% side quests. I'm not joking, and I have the strategy guide around here somewhere to show you literally only a fraction of the fucking book is the storyline, and the rest is all side quest stuff and like enemy bios and... Yeah, it was bad. I actually stopped playing it because I didn't even finish the game because I started realizing I'm only doing side quests.
You okay?
Nope. So anyways, I decided I'd give Final Fantasy VII Remake a shot. By the way, 10 and 7 are my all-time favorites. I've literally replayed these games dozens of times from start to finish. And I'm actually considering starting another file on the old game, the older version, the original version of 7. And I actually have been playing Final Fantasy X on both Switch and PS4.
Wow, what a big...
Yeah, I own these games on... Well, okay, so 7 I own on PS3, PS4. I have it on PS1, the original physical copy, and I have it on the Switch. And, of course, you saw my bootleg ghetto NES cartridge that someone made on Etsy for... Yeah. Final Fantasy X, I had on PS2, PS3, PS4, and the Switch. I know. I'm a loser. So here's my thing with this game. I know I keep ranting, but there's a reason why we're making this video. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
There's a certain charm when it comes to original games
I'm sorry. I wish you could see your face right now.
because
You look so you you have your
doing the
hand
hand
up.
thing,
You're
I know.
like
my forefingers are touching the thumb, cusping. All right? Just four fingers touching
oh, it's all
the
that
thumb.
cocaine.
I know. There's a certain charm to older games that allowed kids to leave certain things to the imagination that didn't need to be explained in further detail or didn't need to be
Like loose ends tied up.
yes, because that's the whole thing. Games nowadays, I feel like, with all the tutorials you have to go through, I mean, it's like the game is trying to teach you how to play rather than you figuring it out on your own. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you and I also grew up in different eras. You know, I'm a
Mhm.
90s kid, you're a 2000s kid. So by the time you truly got into video games, you grew up with the games that have the tutorials. But besides that, I will say this with this game. I think the Final Fantasy VII Remake is like currently one of the most beautifully well done games graphically. I think they did a phenomenal job. And here's something interesting with this. There's different modes you can play. That was never an option in any Final Fantasy game. Like a difficulty. So there's easy mode, which they tell you what it's about. If you enjoy the story without worrying about battles, do easy. If you want to be a little bit more immersed in the battle as well as story, you could do normal. But then there's classic. Now, here's the big difference with this game. Familiar with turn-based a scene that's completely separate from like the overworld adventuring gameplay, and it's specifically battle-based. And now you're in a different scenario where you're battling the enemy. That's how the original Final Fantasy VII is.
Mm-hmm.
This game, I would compare it to, let's say, Kingdom Hearts, where you're running around and you're just fighting enemies out in the open.
Mm.
So they took away... So now it's real-time battling.
Yeah.
Classic mode supposedly allows you to focus more on choosing what moves you want to use against the enemy through menu. So you, the player, can strategize without having to worry about live fighting going on. I don't know.
Yeah.
And you know what? How about we do this? Because I'm able to change the modes at some point, right? We'll do it on normal. Let's just do it on normal mode. By the way, we're going to compare the new game to the old. And this is the opening sequence. Character models are beautiful. I mean, everything
This is
beautiful.
already beautiful.
Yes.
My God.
Yes. And you're not even really watching it on like a true HD.
Holy crap. Those
Like
eyelashes.
Like a 4K television or anything. I know. And you know what? She's so freaking cute in this game. She really is. I hated Eris. Like, I'm sorry. I hate her. I prefer Tifa or Tifa or however people pronounce her. I call her Tifa. There, I said it. This one, she's like the goody two-shoes in this game. You know what I mean? Just like soft-spoken and...
No. She looking at me?
She's looking at
Jesus?
us as a whole.
Oh no.
Now, I was everything you... to the original house. Gar city run by what I thought was pronounced Mako. Which I've been living a lie.
It just blew you away.
It did.
That's so sad. That really is.
I think it blew a lot of people's minds. Everyone called it Mako. Have you ever played Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yes, I have.
The way they do the cinematic into gameplay transition is how this game works.
Okay.
So literally you're going
It's like
from
a movie.
You're literally going from the movie, but it's what you're seeing right now are the graphics of the gameplay. Like how Kingdom Hearts work, the new Kingdom
Yep.
Hearts.
Oh, he's thick.
This is thick.
Oh, okay.
Barrett with his gun arm.
Get down here, Merc.
And then fuckboy Cloud.
He is the love of my life. Hello.
This is what I'm talking about. How it does that. We just watched the video sequence. Like, I love that. And people have their opinions about Kingdom Hearts 3. I mean, so do I, to be honest. But, like, I love these transitions that Square Enix is doing now in their games. Like, going... And, by the way, like, the lighting, just, like, the glare off the blade, it's just really cool. All right, so... I think this is attack. Okay, yeah.
Halt! Who goes there? You're up.
And they just let the black man walk by. Okay, and now we're going through tutorial BS, right? So I could just tap square for basic attack or hold it when there's multiple enemies, and he does that.
Not bad.
How do I block? That's okay. So you can block, you can dodge.
Steady. Bring it.
So this is very weird to me. I leveled up. Cool beans. Now, I'm not going to take credit for this. I watched, do you know who Jacksepticeye is?
Yes.
He pointed this out. So you see how there's a light source up ahead?
Yeah.
And, like, you can see our shadow, the way it,
Yeah.
like, trails out properly because, you know, science. Now, we have a whole separate light source coming from this hallway. Watch what happens. It recognizes both.
Oh. Yeah.
That is such a bullshit thing to even bring up, but the fact that, like, how realistic that is. They're bringing up the new shadow source while still... Do you see what I'm saying? Now we have two shadows, and as you're walking into this one, the first one goes away. Oh, okay, well...
Hands where I can see him.
So things like that. Like, aesthetically, this game is beautiful.
He is beautiful. I can't. Look
Going
at those
over
pants.
the ATB gauge, blah, blah, blah. All right, can I don't have access to the menu yet. So right now, I have control of, yes,
Enough
an
of
X. I can do now, they're telling me I can now go through the menu.
Mm-hmm.
So the time doesn't stop, but it slows down really, really slow, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives me a chance to use a magic attack on this guy.
He can use magic.
And there's different battling modes. So we're in operator mode right now.
Okay.
Now I'm in Punisher, I believe. Or no, I was in Punisher. Now I'm in operating. So I move a little bit slower, but I do really powerful attacks. So there's a lot to take in already just with the battle system. Yes, now I have access to the menu. Okay. So I just showed you an example. I have full control of Cloud in and out of battle. Okay?
Drop the weapon.
By the way, I want to keep in mind how long we've been playing this demo.
Okay.
Because this is a key factor to my my review of this game. All right, now it's teaching me what I just showed before.
Can't get surrounded.
How I can block or dodge enemy attacks. I think I can lock on. Yep, lock on with R3. There's so much going on control-wise that you have. So fighting modes you're able to switch between. Okay. So here's the thing now. Whoops. I'm going to switch the gameplay to classic.
Okay.
How classic mode works, which I will demonstrate in the next encounter with an enemy, Cloud will fight on his own. Yep. So for people... So to entertain, let's say, the veteran players, who don't want to take full control of Cloud and want to concentrate more on using the menu and strategizing that way, this is their take on it. It's saying, you know, I could destroy these crates, anything with the Shinra logo, and I'll collect, like, health and other bullshit. Okay. I want you to remember key scenes as best as you can. I don't expect you to remember all. I want you to really take in how long it takes me to get through some of this stuff.
Right. And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
You can tell he's bisexual.
Who? Oh, the fatty?
Yeah.
Wedge? His name is
Yeah.
Wedge.
Oh, that makes
Real joy to look
no
at.
difference.
Oh my god, I love Jesse. Jesse Biggs and Wedge. So they are.
Come on, nobody do something this crazy just for money.
Hey, later you wanna,
They
you
may
know,
not
fuck
think you're a
around?
true believer, but you
Show
know
me
what? I
that
think
Buster
I'm interested.
blade? Huh? Oh, sorry.
Oh my god.
I don't like that mumbo jumbo. Oh, I do. Get you later, fuck boy. Stuck my gun arm up. Never mind.
You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gill.
Now show me them cheeks. Okay. Let me just unscrew my shoulder. The famous scene of him looking up at the goddamn Shinra headquarters. And it's gameplay. See, I love, I don't know. That's a cool little touch. Yes, we get it. We get it. They're teaching me how to lock onto targets. See, and I can switch back and forth. Hello, dog. Oh, so, I'm sorry. It's on classic mode right now. Cloud will fight. You're a witness to this, Becca. Okay? What am I doing right now? Look at
Absolutely nothing.
me. Hands are behind my head. Cloud is fighting. So this is classic mode. For us veteran players. And that's it.
Wow.
And now I have control again. So here's the interesting thing, though, is I can actually still control Cloud during fights. If I don't like what he's doing necessarily, like what the AI is doing,
Yeah.
I can take control. I can then step in.
That's... I don't know how I
Yup.
feel about that. I don't...
Yep. So what's interesting is they call it classic mode, which has nothing to do with the original game.
Yeah.
Doesn't make it turn-based. By the way, you cannot automatically attack in the classic game. Yeah. So, what I'm to understand as well is there's no random enemy encounters in this game. You can tell when a fight is coming at you, because obviously you see the enemy. In the original game, if you're walking around, bam, you just end up in a random fight.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I'm going to actually keep it on classic mode.
Okay.
Not so fast. We've got company.
Because I want to demonstrate why they made this a thing. So, Cloud again, he's doing his thing. I think I could even switch it to Punisher. He'll do his own thing in Punisher mode now. Look, he's even dodging attacks and...
Yeah.
Okay, so if I hit X, here's where I can choose, okay, let me use Braver. See the ATB gauge?
Yes.
Okay, so this requires 1 point of the ATB out of 2. So let's use Braver on him. And now he just used Braver. So while Cloud is still doing his thing, you know what? What else can I do? Oh, battle's done. What pisses me off, too, is you don't hear the victory music that... whatever. All right? Everyone knows that song. All right, battle. See, right now I'm controlling Cloud again, and I'm still in classic mode. See, I'm running around like an asshole. I'm even going to open the... Oh, I can't open the chest. Okay. But you know what? I'll let Cloud do his thing again. He's attacking right now. Yeah, that's classic mode. That's like if you were to play a game like Kingdom Hearts. Oh, I have to hold triangle, excuse me. Because don't know why that's a thing when I could have just tapped triangle to open the gate. It's not like he was doing a struggling animation, like where it's like, oh, tap it, like hold it, now it open. You know what I mean? Like how certain games do that, where you have to tap on it, like so your character looks like he's struggling, and then finally he breaks through. No, he just sat there, and then decided when to initiate the opening of the gate. Again, keep in mind how long this video is, and how long we've been playing, and where we're at in the game. Because it won't be too hard to tell the differences in the original when we compare.
Or is he a loyal little doggy?
I'm a screaming black man.
We can do this with you.
Have it your way, Mutt, because I'm gonna get that butt.
Every actor, different layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
Oh my god.
All right, so I could talk to other characters if I want, but I'm just gonna talk to him.
I wish he was real.
Damn, I'm good.
Just find a cosplayer.
Dude, I know. Oh my god. I know. They're so good.
Oh, I know. They're so good. So delicious. And the piggy's back. Again, love the transitions. So, in your opinion, like aesthetically at least,
Beautiful.
right?
Yeah,
I
seriously.
Honestly, that is like, you know, what is focus thrust? We'll do it
All of the
this
cutscenes.
guy.
My god.
Okay. So Cloud is still fighting. I'm done. I'm not even playing anymore till he sheaths his sword. And that's that. Opens the gate. Are there any boxes here? I'm trying so hard not to like really get. Oh, did I just talk to her?
Good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? Then we're good.
Careful in there. I got this place covered.
Okay,
Video
open
games
chest.
came a long way, Mike.
Without a doubt.
That's-
Without a doubt.
That's so mind-boggling to me.
And you know what? It's funny because I feel like no matter what console comes out, like even when the PS2 came out, you know what? Never mind that. Going from playing Sega Genesis to then opening up a PlayStation 1, just back when it was PlayStation, because we didn't know a PlayStation 2 was coming out, when it was just the PlayStation and I was introduced to 3D graphics for the first time, yeah, no, even, I mean, people thought back then, like, oh my god, this is mind-blowing. Going from Nintendo to Super Nintendo was mind-blowing. If you look at advertisements for Super Mario World for Super Nintendo, realistic graphics is the word that they use, like the term.
It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
Does he have any non-flashbacks?
So that's a thing in the game. That is an importance. I'm glad you actually caught on to that. Every time
His
he has like these moments.
PTSD?
But then if you notice, he like snaps and he like starts talking or saying something. So there's a whole reason to that. Yeah, you learn it at some point in the game, which is another rant.
It's fine.
So we're almost a half hour into this video. I'd say we're about 25 minutes in, something like that, right? And I understand a good 5 minutes of that was me talking in the beginning. So let's say, would you say about 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Gameplay? Keep that in mind. We're not done with the demo yet.
This pump's sole purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako.
Mako.
That's the first time I ever heard it
You
as
do
Mako.
realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako
Because
is
there's
the
no voice
lifeblood of
acting
our
in
world.
the original game.
The
It's all
planet
text.
bleeds green
So when
like
I
you
saw
and
the
me
word,
bleed red.
along with, I don't know,
Hell, you think
90%
gonna
of
happen
the
when it's
world
all gone,
population,
huh? Answer me.
the fan base, I mean,
You gonna
of the world
stand
population. Not 90% of the world was just wondering, like,
People in Ethiopia were
Yeah,
like,
it is-
Miko?
it is Mako.
straight I do.
Get help.
So the whole point of the story is Mako or Mako. Well, the point of Midgar is the city runs off of Mako energy. Mako is the life source of the planet. So Barrett is a muscular, almost a Mr. T type of plant. He's here to save the planet, but by doing so, he's slowly but surely destroying the Shinra Corporation, who are in charge of sucking up Mako or
You
Mako.
listening, Merc? One false move. And that happens.
Well, so much for having Cloud do all the fighting. There are some places a sword just can't reach.
Thanks for the subtle tutorial. Can't believe I'm talking to myself out loud right now.
Would you?
Do you want to, like, go back to my place and
Should have asked for
touch
more
my
money.
form-fitting aluminum armor? So now here's the thing. So now we have Barrett.
Gonna throw your sword at him?
Okay.
That's the man with the
Right now, again, it's on classic play, but I can control him. And I could switch back and forth now. Oops, I'm sorry. How do I do it? There. So I could go between Cloud and Barrett. Take control. And, oh, great shot, Mike. So he's got his minigun. And he just starts firing at people. No, I'll go back to that. We'll do overcharge. This is like a heavy Gatling gun. Boom, 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 boom. So now that they're down below, I could switch back to Cloud and take out the ground enemies.
Shut up and move over.
All right.
Jeez. There's so much going on right now.
I'm glad you said that. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot to take in with this fucking battle system. Because now you're going to have control of... And what's cool is when you switch between characters, the other characters just do their own thing, which is a
Thank
good
God.
thing. Yeah. They don't just stand still when you don't play them. So that's the cool thing. It's almost like even if you play in normal or easy mode,
Nothing like a little danger.
where you have full control of your characters during battle, they still do their own thing when you're not playing as those characters. But it's a way to strategize, you know, like if you have to use a specific move at a certain time. Oh, it's teaching me I can now sprint. Okay.
You're doing good.
There's stuff here.
Okay.
I don't think I actually have to hover over the items. As long as I break the box and they're exposed,
Pretty easy.
I just collect them. Some of these are fast, some are slow.
Nice job, Cloud.
Eh.
Pay more
Oh, come on.
You're a pro.
Open it. Open it, damn you. All right, 2 potions. Great. Thanks, Barrett.
I'm glad
Move,
that's
dude.
over with. And we're all look. They don't call
Oh my, what is that now?
It's funny because they treat this like it's a mini boss or something. It's just a basic enemy, like in the game. But there's a thing down here. Because secrets, am I right? Because they had to keep true to something, I guess. But if you just go down the obvious, 20-foot wide hallway, opposite of...
We can take this hunk of junk.
That hunk of junk is a heavy weapons platform. If we rush in,
All right, so I think the whole point of all this is, yeah, it's going to teach me about staggering. If an enemy gets staggered, they literally will, like,
now's our chance. Go.
they won't attack. And that gives me a chance to keep attacking, and I do 160% more damage. And now it's destroyed. Extra, right? So extra.
Yeah.
So extra.
Did you just...
First class.
Are you...
And it's gone.
Right.
Yep, so that's what happens.
I
Oh, good. Thank God Sonic Force is installed. Because I was so... at this point, I am so looking forward to that game. By the way, the demo is still going on. I'm just sprinting at this point because I just want to end it. I want to end this. All right. It's right down there. That's our objective. We're here to bomb a sector.
Pearl Harbor.
There are
the reactor core.
7 sectors?
set the bomb
Or
at the
I forget
bottom.
how many sectors there are. They like to throw the number 7 around a lot. I forget how many actual sectors there are in Midgar. There could be more than that. I feel like there's like 8 or 9 or...
You're going all the way to the bottom?
Or I could do that too.
Oh.
Yeah, cool, right? They at least give you that option.
I was like, my God.
So yeah, we have to go down there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even going to get that chest.
Oh, my God.
But I will get these. Oh, Cloud. Like, so if I just hold R1. Whee! Okay, that's cool.
Magic.
this won't take long.
So I'll just kind of
I'm
play
just gonna
through.
go ham.
You know what? No. I'll fire on an electric enemy.
You need a light.
Technically, that should have just been a Barrett thing. See, and that's the thing, too. You got to pay attention, like, if you do want full control of your characters, well, which enemies can Cloud attack? Or when do I use Barrett? And not that that wasn't a thing in the original, but it's just, like, extra.
Yeah.
Extra, read all about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm so, like, done. I'm already done with this game. And we're almost done with the demo, though. So, here we go. And cutscene. Becca, you were honestly going to, like... Wait till I show you the
All right.
original.
Let's see if little Stamp really can bite the hand that feeds. Go on, do the honors. Prove to me you're the man Tifa says you are.
I gotta
that
join
you're
this
one of
box.
us.
Never said I was. I'm just here for the paycheck.
Oh.
Then do the damn job.
Why is he so annoyed?
That's his personality, though.
I
Like,
love it.
It's funny because when I envisioned their voices back when I was playing like the original game,
Yeah.
I envisioned him to sound like a Mr. T. And when you read the text, try to imagine that voice, because that's what I always imagined as Barrett. Cloud, I kind of... I actually got an idea of what he would sound like because of Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts was the first time I was ever introduced to him with, like, the voice acting. He was just this very... Oh, I get to choose the time. By the way, apparently it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is you get 10 extra minutes to escape, and Barrett just says different dialogue, which means nothing down the road for the storyline.
That long enough for you?
And then if you do the 20-minute one, he says something like, "Oh, aren't you a little cocky?" and blah blah blah. Yeah. So here's the boss battle, which is a boss battle in the original. But again, so extra. Here we go. So right now, again, we're on classic mode, so they're going to do their own thing. I will switch to Barrett, because I think he has... Oh, I can't use anything yet with him. Does Cloud have? I can't do anything with any of them? Okay. Although I think I'm going to throw Barrett a potion. The music is pretty good. Did I not give him the... Oh my god, it's Cloud that needs it. Wait, why did I think it was Barrett? Pay attention, dude. Pay attention. Actually, let me... So I have like 20 potions. Can I not use a potion?
This is a great game.
Do I really have... I have to wait for an ATB gauge to fill up. See, Barrett has one filled right now. So I guarantee if I switch to him... Oh, through the menu, I can also switch characters. Yes. Okay. Yes, heal Cloud. Yeah, so that does use up an ATB, an item. I actually didn't know that the first time around I played this game. Alright, so you know what? Let me just get through this shit. Let's just do the boss battle. I'm not gonna play around anymore. Here we go. Whoops, that was an accident. Alright, so now Cloud. Shit's going down with Cloud, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or no, Barrett. Something's happening with Barrett? I don't know. Wait, did he? Oh, okay. Apparently Barrett took care of it. The first time I played, they showed me... Well, okay, I don't know what that was about. They went through this tutorial like, hey, and sometimes the enemy could grab a hold of one of your players.
Yeah.
Use another character to attack the enemy so they lose their grip on you and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, so extra. Oh, really? Because we were on that side before, so now you're just here? All right, so they were like going to explain, hey, there's a weak spot somewhere where he's got this shield. Oh, okay, destroy the tail. So if I switch to Barrett, come here, Barrett, come here. Come here, buddy. Attack that, bruh. Do overcharge, bruh. There we go. And now he's on the wall, so I'm just going to focus with Barrett. Because so extra. Why does he have to be on the wall? In fact, I'm just going to stay as Cloud. Barrett still attacks him, though. So it doesn't matter. Again, does not matter. Although, I will switch to... I think he has the light... He does. Lightning works on all machine-type enemies. See, and then this... They get, like, stunned. Punisher mode. Dude, come on. Pressure the... Did! Build up his pressure so I can stagger him. There we go. Come on. Oh, it reset. Okay. Oh, now he's just on the wall again. Oh, a new attack is happening. Missile strike. Because so extra. And it's just a movie. We're already over a half hour in. Oh, it's back to a movie again. Hey, he's about to charge up the laser. Oh, hide behind a barrier because so extra. And block just for extra bullshit. There we go. There we go. All right, and now just battle him again. Yay. Yep. Notice how I'm not doing a great job at... Yeah, taking damage, we get it, though, right?
Yeah.
We get it. All right. Barrett, use Thunder.
Need to do something.
Because that just did whatever.
This is so sad.
Right? It's like I'm just letting him shoot me. You know, I'll go into Punisher mode.
Damn it. Need to heal up soon.
Oh, thanks for the tip. So why don't I use cross slash on the Scorpion? Cool beans. Okay. And now, oh, can't use a command yet because you're showing me another movie. Because so extra. Okay.
What's it doing now?
An auto repair unit.
Use a potion on Cloud.
We gotta take it out quick or we're screwed.
Alright. Gotta take out his legs. Barrett, can you use thunder on the leg? Do it on the right leg, did.
It's down. Rain hell on it.
Ain't gotta tell me twice.
Alright. Did we defeat him? Think we did? Right? Yeah, defeated. Cool.
Are you kidding?
Oh, there's still more.
Okay.
The Mikroscopix. When's the demo ending? I know. I know.
Shit, the bomb.
30 minutes until destination.
And so extra.
So he...
I can't wait to play the original one for you.
Huh, you hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Come on, we've got to move.
Alright, so now the timer. Bomb is set. Now we gotta get the fuck out of here. Gonna eat his ass. Well,
Oh!
num 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 num
Ooh,
num.
he's
num.
shaking
Look at
it,
with
too.
He's one-arming the ladder. By the way, how is that possible?
It,
Is it possible to one-arm a ladder?
I think it depends how steep it is.
I mean, did you see how far up we just
Yeah,
climbed?
that, you know, it's fine.
Concentrate.
Enemies, which, hey, guess what? I could just run by. You don't even have to fight them. I just ran by those enemies. Yeah, it's great. Wait, can I not? Are they really going to make me... Oh, my God. Just so extra. That's the name of this episode.
So
Look at... What do I need Barrett for if he flies in the air anyways? And now it'll let me climb. I can't believe I couldn't climb before. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Hey, Mike, there was a quick way down the ladder. Is there a quick way up? You're looking at it. The one and only way. And
Oh my god.
that is an actual thing in the original, though. Oh, God. You have to go save Jesse. But it's nothing like this. It's not this
You okay?
extra.
Do I look okay? Help a girl out, would you?
Do I look okay?
My hero.
Hey, we'll link up over there. Look after Jesse.
He wants to link up.
Come this way.
I will.
This route
And I'll
leads
also
right to
follow
Mary.
you.
Probably.
This way. And what? It just stopped? Oh, okay. Cool. Where are we? I'll take whatever you have. Isn't
This is a very long demo.
Yes, it is. You know what?
Let's go.
I'm glad again you're saying the right things right now. You're saying all the right things.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, there's
Shut up and climb.
because more ladders,
Sorry.
because so extra.
Focus. I'll freak out if I don't talk.
Have it your way.
Oh my god. Whatever his name is, Barrett.
Do you see what I mean? How he climbs the ladder? I get it. You have
Yeah.
a gun arm, but I feel like no one can do that. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Barrett!
Merritt, do something black.
But then
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
You got it.
Oh,
We're gonna do this.
X, soldier boy.
I'll get all white. I talk to all. I talk to.
Cool it. 5 seconds is all we need.
Do you know that song?
Oh my god.
I talk to all. I talk to you. Dream of love so true.
Oh my god.
Oh. I feel like that song was probably out around when the original game came out. Oh, so extra.
Ah, sweeper.
Sweeper, about to make a peeper. And I can't use anything with Barrett.
Oh my god.
Oh, so the whole point of doing these mashing attacks, by the way, it actually speeds up the ATB gauge. So now I have a
Interesting.
full 2 gauges. So that is also a new concept. It's like if you want your gauge to go up really, see how I'm attacking, or just disappear because we beat the enemy anyways. So much for my explanation. Extra Shinra loot crate. That's not a thing anymore, is it?
Yeah, I believe it is.
Really? No one's really advertising that anymore. Huh. Because it's bullshit items. Huh. Oh, it's all stuff you could get at the dollar store?
Oh no.
$20 a month subscription? For $5 worth of prizes? Loot Crate. I don't want them as a sponsor. Or just break all the boxes. How do you miss from that range with your Buster Sword?
Oh my god! What is wrong with me today?
You're on a snort
I'm
fest.
overwhelmed. It's his pants.
And dodging, or you're staggered, so that means you're not going to dodge. And you will allow us to inflict death upon you. So now I believe we go this way. Am I
Oh my
going
god,
the
my
right way?
butt. My butt hurts just from existing.
Oh, just hurry up. Punisher mode. Let's go. Or no, yes, this is Punisher mode. And he's just dodging all the attacks.
Let's do this.
And Barrett, absolutely get the guys up top. Do your job. Oh my god. See, this is where you now have to switch to Barrett. Because do your job, Barrett. Okay. We good? No more enemies? Great. And movie scene. About 40 minutes in. Okay.
What? The bomb just counts down from...
20 plus minutes to a few seconds?
Mm.
Sir,
21 minutes would have made no difference.
Oh, this is the president of Shinra Inc., by the way. And this is what I thought was interesting with this scene is it's like they went here to destroy the thing. The group, by the way, is called Avalanche, Barrett's group with Cloud. So the Shinra president just initiated this. He noticed the bomb didn't do too much damage, and so he, like, helped, although they're trying to... It's so weird. That I thought was interesting with this take on it.
Yeah.
come on.
He, like, hacked his robots to go haywire, kill each other, but then also help destroy this sector that they're in.
I don't know. That's weird.
It's very weird.
I get the way his hair bounces.
Doors open.
Like a little rumbly effect. Like, hey, it's about to explode.
Can you walk?
If I couldn't, believe me, you'd be the first to know.
As you're
I'll
pounding.
take that as a yes.
We'll get into that later.
Really?
Because so extra.
Cloud! Oh my god.
Okay, that was
Think
pretty
penis,
cool.
you're alive.
All right, come on.
He just looks so done. He's like, stop talking. Oh my god.
So that was a sector we blew up. Because it's almost like it looks like a pizza, like a pizza pie system, the way the sectors are divided.
Yeah.
Like they're divided in wedges. So we just destroyed the power source to that wedge, that sector.
Okay.
Okay, now we blow up the wall. This is where the demo ends. I no longer have control. It's showing you random scenes right now of just BS, just to show you what else to look forward to later on in this game. So we're you know, I'd say since I started playing, I'd say about 40 minutes.
Yep. Maybe even a little longer.
So there you go. That was the demo. Now, so extra. Now, I want to show you the same experience,
Okay.
the same scenario, up until the point where the wall gets blown up by
Okay.
our team. You know what? Let's give the remake the benefit of the doubt. Let's say we played 40 minutes, okay?
Okay.
35, 40 minutes,
Mhm.
just about, okay? Now, here's what's cool. I don't know if the Elgato's going to pick this up, but I have different modes. They are popping up on our capture from what I'm seeing. So in this game, this digital version, I don't know if you just saw those icons pop up. So this one means 3 times speed. I can literally play the game in fast forward mode, except for the video sequences.
Okay.
Okay. This one is, and I'm air quoting this, Goddish mode.
Okay.
So I will always have a full limit gauge to use special attacks. And anytime, okay, I technically have max health at all times. I'm not going to say unlimited health. And
Okay.
here's why. Because if an enemy does an attack move that surpasses your current max HP, you will die.
Okay.
But if the enemy does attacks within your HP limit, you see it get depleted, and then it quickly fills back up instantly with your health again. So you'll always be at full health in that scenario. Then this mode, the red things, by the way, means I can't use those options during this screen sequence thing. See the blade?
Yeah.
That means no enemy encounters. I can play this whole game without running into a random enemy encounter. Only ones that are forced, like boss fights or something. So, yeah. If I'm in an area where I'm like, oh, man, I just can't run into enemy encounters right now, bam, I could click that option. Yeah. So this game is very cool if you just want to focus on the story in that sense. And you don't want to worry so much about like, oh, do I got to do all this bullshit grinding? I just want to get from A to B. Just click that. It's really cool. So here we go. You're going to recognize certain things that you just witnessed in the new one. And I like to do it this way, especially for you, because you're not too familiar with this game. So obviously I got a reverse experience. I've played this game for so long, so watching the new one, I saw similar things, and I can critique it a certain way because of that. So again, same thing. You're seeing the wonderful choppy stars, which actually looks shitty on our TV, but way better on the capture.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
It's an older... It's funny. It's like an older HD TV. I think it's like 1080p max, which you think would be enough, but nowadays with 4K, 8K televisions, and yeah, that's like, this is like ancient. Still looking at some bullshit stars. So you'll see some familiar things. But the whole point of me showing you those modes, by the way, I'm not going to play with them. I will actually play the normal speed. I will even run into random enemy encounters. Or to be fair, would you say we fought, maybe 12 battles before the boss fight? Would you say about 12?
Probably.
Or less than that? Maybe 12 different encounters? I could even do it to a point where if I feel like I fought 12 battles, I'll put the no encounter on.
Yeah.
Just to make it fair. So I can so we can at least say, all right, we got the same enemy encounter experience. And then a boss fight, whatever. So again, here's Midgar. You can see more clearly it's in wedges. The train. With the MIDI music. See, but this is the music I'm used to, though, personally. The train coming up. It's just all... You see it quickly transition to, like, a photo. See, there's Biggs, Jesse. And then Wedge. The bisexual. There's Barrett. All right. Yeah, these guys have potions. Turn-based. How it should be. So it tells you, like, you have to wait for your ATB gauge on the side to load up before you're able to do anything again. So this gives the enemy a chance to even attack. Now I can attack again. Yeah, fist pump, do a little sword thingy. All right. Shows you whatever you gained through, simple. By the way, instant access to a menu, which we don't need to really mess with anything as of yet. Think about how long it took us to get to this first gate scene. We're already here. This is when you first said Wedge was bisexual. This is why I was saying, pay attention to key points from the new remake. Are you catching on to seeing what this game is doing? Okay. Buddy quit, blah, blah, blah. I didn't catch your name. In this game, because there's no voice acting, you were able to name all of your characters act like different names. Because they will refer to you as such name. But I always stick with the original, because it's fucking Final Fantasy VII. Blah, blah, blah. We already know what the all this bullshit is. So we could skip all the bullshit talking. You get the idea already. I don't trust you. And that's Barrett. Okay, I think there's an option to do quicker text. Oh, here's a movie. Weird shifting in graphics. He's looking up at the Shinra.
Scene.
Yep. But I'm not in control, and now it switches. All right, so real quick, I just want to... Is there a faster... Is it this? Field? I guess that's considered the field, what we're doing right now. Battle messages, too. That's... Actually, no, we'll keep that normal. That's fine. All right. That way I don't have to keep spamming the button as they're talking. So we already did one battle. Wow, I'm surprised we didn't run into one there. Here we go. So that was the thing with this one is, the random battles. See, it's funny because Cloud has the bolt magic in this one, but Barrett had it in the new one. You wait your turn. Just real quick. This is what 3 times speed is.
Okay.
Oh, and I had my limit thing. Bam. And when I'm... See, like, everything moves fast.
Yeah.
So it's a quick way to get through the game. Especially when you've already played it so many times and you're like, you know what? I just want to cut the BS. And we're already here during the scene where they're unlocking all the other separate little gates. By the way, I think we're less than 10 minutes in. I think 5 minutes, would you say?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so we talk to him. He'll unlock this gate. Code deciphered. Bam. They run through. Talk to Jesse. Code deciphered. Bam. Okay. I could get the item in there, but I don't want to because I don't need it. I don't know what keypad she touched, but she touched one. Hit the button.
Pie.
Switch on. We're already in the elevator. Do you remember the elevator scene at all?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, less than 10 minutes into the game right now. And then this is when he goes on his spiel like, oh, but it's sucking the life out of the planet and blah, blah, blah. A gorilla. Chest
The planet's dying.
Please die, Cloud. Oh, yeah, blah, 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 blah. That cloud makes me wanna...
Oh my god.
That's that. What's Cloud's health at? You know what I like to do? No, I have to do it in a battle. So this is what, number 3 right now, this battle?
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to keep count with everything. Oh, now Barrett, I could just attack. And then choose with Cloud. See, these were the guns that were up on ledges and shit before. They're just on the floor. Because why introduce extra stuff? Yep. Going down. Remember all those chutes and ladders we were playing before? So this is number 4. Yeah, see all these guys we were running into?
Yeah.
Yep. So Cloud, Barrett, I want you to attack that guy. Because why not, right? So nowadays people would find this boring. In fact, the next battle I will do 3 times speed. Just to show you how, like, you could just literally mash X. Everything will go by so quickly.
Mm.
Okay. Jump over that ledge. Hey, press X and do this shit. Oh, okay. I'll pick up this item. We'll go down this ladder. Go down this ladder. You're going to start recognizing an area soon. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
One last ladder. Oh, what helps too in this game is if you have a hard time figuring out, looking at a still portrait,
Yeah.
what is like interactive, you can hit, well, on the original system, like the select button, but in this case, the touchpad.
Mm-hmm.
It'll show you where your current character is and what things are interactable.
Mm.
So that's a cool little feature. That's actually an original thing from the game. Like, so this is 5, I think. This enemy. These were the enemies that kept dodging us. And you recognize that machine?
Yep.
Yeah.
The sweeper.
Sweeper, exactly. So if we use lightning magic on him. Instant kill. Did you see how quick that was,
Yeah.
by the way? Yeah. So I like to do this sometimes just to heal them up. See how when they attack? I want them to attack real quick. I lose health, but then I gain it back. Oh, and because I did that, now I just have limits.
Mm.
So now I gotta use up both their limits. I didn't mean to cheat. But also, 3 times speed. Let's hurry it up.
Oh, God, his face.
Alright, I'll shut it off. Alright, so that was number 5. You know, I don't want to save my game. And here's the reactor. Pick up materia, because we already were now introduced to the materia. He's telling you to do the bomb, whatever. He has his moment.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, he snaps out of it. Tell him. Alright, place the bomb. You don't get to choose a time. There's just a time already set in motion. Oh, what's that? The alarms are set. Heads up, here comes an enemy. They don't tell you who it is because boss time. Remember him? Great. Glad you do. So attack. We're going to use lightning magic. And I am going to cheat at this part. If I see if my health is getting a little too low, which it shouldn't, I will use that little mod button to heal myself. I'm trying to keep things as legit as possible. I won't even do 3 times speed because this is literally my point to what's happening right now. Right. So we're going to experience a lot of this back and forth bullshit, and then all of a sudden it's going to get to a point where I'm not going to... I have to avoid attacking him while his tail is up, because then he'll do this really... Oh, is he about to? Oh, no, not yet. So Barrett attack real quick.
He's just having a seizure. Give him a minute.
All right, I want to not attack him during a certain point, and... Shit!
What'd you do?
See how the camera's moving right now? His
Yeah.
tail is up. Barrett, be careful. Attack while its tail's up. It's going to counterattack with its laser. And I just initiated the spell for him. So now, what's he going to do? Tail, laser. He attacks both enemies. So just real quick, I'm going to... Boop. Okay, that's it. But I also have stronger attacks because of that now. So anyone watching this, they're going to be like, oh, but this isn't legitimate. Oh, here I go, because I attacked while its tail was up still. And I'm going to do it again, so let me put the health thing back. Alright. I'll wait till its tail is down now. Can I just defend? I can. Cool. Oh, there we go. Now it's going to go back. Cool. Now it's calm. Attack again.
He looks like a Lego.
By the way, that's the only different move that this boss does in this game. If you see his tail is going up, don't attack him because he will do a powerful multi-person attack.
Yep.
And now he's dead. If I had that cheat on where I constantly had full health and full limit attacks, I could have ended the fight even sooner.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got another weapon for Barrett. Come on, let's get out of here. Now you have the timer, which in this case is 10 minutes. We fought 6 enemies?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to keep that in mind. And I was being generous when I said, well, I'll put no encounters on for 12. We've only encountered half that so far. So this would be 7?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is a thing too. Oh, they're attacking from behind. You just hit L1, R1. Now they're not. Because they do more damage if they attack you from behind. So if you quickly switch, I think they go back to doing normal damage. I think. I've always done that. Like, just quickly switch them over.
I like how they're squatting.
Yeah, right? Like, they're doing, like, a constant squat or horse stance. Alright, yeah, go up. Alright, so this is 8. And the timer still goes.
Mm.
You know what it is? It's so underwhelming now after experiencing the remake. And then
Yeah.
Yeah. But you also have to consider how easy it is, the battle system.
Yep.
Compared to, oh, triangle is Punisher mode, then you have the regular mode, and you can either tap X to do basic attacks or hold X to do multi-enemy attacks. And by the way,
Yeah.
just spamming square button helps boost your ATB gauge even quicker, and blah, blah, blah. What? Oh, okay. See? Jesse's leg is stuck.
Yeah, as someone who starts with this game and then goes to that, I could see how
You alright? My
That's-
leg got stuck.
definitely more
Thanks.
overwhelming.
Yeah. And even the text. It's like, hey, just thanks. Thank you. Yeah.
My leg's stuck, thanks.
That's it. I get it. I don't need this, so you and Tifa, like, are you guys a thing? Because my armor is
Help a
getting,
girl
like...
out.
Yeah. Yeah.
My leg's stuck. Ah.
Just jingle my jingles. It's like, what the fuck does that even
My
mean?
hero.
This is 9.
Ooh.
Beam gun.
I wish someone looked at me like that. Are those fingers?
Fingers or guns or something.
No.
I wish I got a better look at the remake enemies, of that enemy, I mean, to see if it was, or maybe like it's an attachment on the guns, or that they can swipe with. I don't know. So we're escaping. Elevator,
Already
go back
in the
up.
elevator.
Yep, already
7
on.
minutes. Oh, wow, that was quick.
Yep. Is it Jesse? Yep. Then I gotta talk to Biggs, so we can do the next one. Okay. We're escaping. This is the scene. Pick up Jesse again.
She can't handle herself.
See, but
clearly.
notice though, we succeeded. Like our bomb alone blew up that sector's power thing. Here's the bomb, us bombing the wall, and this is where I'll end it. Bam, they're setting the time. All right, everyone get back. I'll stop it right here at the explosion. Okay. And then they escape through the hole. Now, in about probably 15 minutes, I just got through that.
Oh God.
Under 20 minutes. Here's another thing that I'm ranting about.
Oh, please do.
This game is just Midgar. So here's the thing. So you're not familiar with the game at all. Midgar is a fraction of what Final Fantasy VII is as a whole.
Mm.
If I had to describe it in percentages, maybe 10% of the game is Midgar. Final Fantasy VII Remake is just the Midgar story, which means they plan on selling DLC content for the rest of the game. And who knows how many different DLCs they're going to have, and possibly little microtransactions for different things, minor things.
And that means just that part of the game is going to drag on the same way as the demo.
Yes.
Jesus.
So everyone here just experienced how long it actually takes to get through that scene and how long they dragged it on in the new one. Because they had to... So again, going back to the very first point I made, games back in the day allowed children or even adults, whatever, whoever played this game back in the day, to use their imagination and fill in the details on their own without putting it out there. Games nowadays have to give you the story, the full story, with every little detail explained.
Yeah.
This game is going to cost $60 for 10% of this game. You're going to pay 10% of the game. It's going to cost you $60. And they somehow managed to turn all of Midgar into like a 30 or 40 plus hour game. Granted, Midgar alone, even in the original game, does take several hours, but you can get through it in less than 10. Probably even 5 or less. It really depends on the player. I like to level up at certain points to make life a little bit easier, so it might take a little bit extra for me. It will not take more than 10 hours to get through Midgar. That's actually, like, and I'll use the R word to trigger people, that is retarded. Don't give me that look, seeing as you told me what an autistic person laughs like.
I'm not judging your choice of words. You're so upset right now.
As a fan, and again, I am not a veteran player, but I have been playing since about 2012, maybe 2011, this game, the original game. And lately, I've been very upset when game developers take advantage of the situation because they know people are going to buy this game and any other game, and they can get away with DLC content because, of course, people are going to want to continue the adventure. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised, instead of DLC content, what they'll do is just make a Final Fantasy VII Part 2 remake, Part 3 remake, Part 4, Part 5. So instead of DLC, it's separate games, $60 per game. The only pro to this game is it's absolutely gorgeous to look at. I think we could agree on that. But see, as someone who's not familiar with the series, now let me ask your honest opinion. If you were to get introduced to this game, if you were to get yourself fully immersed in this world, the Final Fantasy VII world, as someone new to it, would you buy the original, or would you buy the new one because the fact that it's new, you're not really familiar with even the original game to begin with? Here's another thing. Think it's only 10 or 15 bucks, the original game right now? I want to say 15. And you're getting the full game with the extra mod buttons, no encounters, 3x speed if you just want to get from A to B quickly, get through battles quickly, the fact that you can have just limits as your moves, doing fucking super powerful abilities to get through the battles even more quickly.
Even though it was so hard for me to get through this, just the way that I grew up playing games,
You would go with the new one?
I would go with the new one just because of what I'm used to.
That's fair enough. And you know what? To be honest, I always thought that as well. Like, for people who have never been introduced to the original story
Yep.
or familiar with the game or whatever,
Mhm.
I totally get that. And the funny thing is, this game, the remake I'm talking about, has mixed reviews between both new and veteran players. There are veteran players who are like, you know what? It's actually nice to go back to this game for once and have a fresh take on it.
Yeah.
I respect that. And I also respect how there are new players who are saying, you know what? The remake is actually inspiring me to buy the original game and play the original.
Yeah.
That way
See,
I have a better understanding of what to get myself into.
That would be what I would do. I would do both. I wouldn't just do the new one without understanding what it was like playing the original.
I mean, regardless, I feel
But
like
that's just me.
because of the route they're taking, and if everything's going to be so detail-orientated with the new game, you're still going to get a great idea of what the game's about,
Yep.
I'm sure. But good luck getting past Midgar, because the only way you're going to experience that is then if you jump into the original game. Because we don't even know when potential DLC content will be coming out. I think this game is coming out this month. The new Final Fantasy.
So my question is, do you plan on purchasing this game?
I was just going to get to that. Thank you for bringing that up. No.
Okay.
Not yet. Anyways.
Okay.
When I just switched over to this mode on accident. Whatever. Here we go. So, this is what I explained to my wife when I first demoed this game. When she asked me the same question. Do you plan on buying it? even after your review. I said, if I ever do buy this game, I will already have a PS5, and I'm going to wait until the full game is out. Whether they call it, I don't know, the complete edition or Game of the Year edition. You know how they always have
Yes.
special names for
Yes.
the complete version of a game,
Mm-hmm.
which is what should have, whatever. What should make a game is you getting the full game. You know what I miss about old gaming? The idea of unlocking certain things by playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I agree.
you can't unlock this special fighter in this fighting game until you get through the game first on, let's say, easy mode. Okay, great. Cool. Now I just unlocked that fighter because I put work into unlocking the characters. Now, for $10 or whatever, you just buy the DLC and bam, now you have it.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree.
So, again, if I ever decide to get this game, it's going to be the complete version. I will have a PS5. I will absolutely have a PS5 by then. And it might even be the PS5 version, if that's even a thing. If that's even a thing. Because supposedly the PS5 will be backwards compatible with the PS4. So at that point, who knows if they're even going to make ports? Like, they're going to make games for both?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But so that's my thing. If I ever decide to go down the road where I'm like, you know what, let me just buy it, it will absolutely be the full game. It could be a few years from now. They might even be working on a new Final Fantasy remake of some other game.
Yep.
And this will be old news. But there's just a certain charm about the original, for me.
Of course. I mean, for you, it's definitely nostalgic,
Yeah.
you know?
Actually, you could see I have 88% trophies on the original. Kill. But yeah, so that is my take. I had to just get this video out here. I've never done a video on a demo before. But I had to get my 2 cents out there because people have their opinions.
Yep.
This is my opinion about the situation. I'm not happy. Game is beautiful, but game developers only care about graphics nowadays, and they don't care about what made something great. End rant. Guys, thank you so much for dealing with this and these long episodes lately. Again, we're trying something new, but Becca, anything you want to add? Any last thoughts?
I'm gonna be that person that ends up getting the game.
You know what? I hate to say it, maybe you and like 80% of the people who are Final Fantasy VII fans. I honestly, I think there are more people for this game than there are haters.
Mm.
I will admit that. I want to say there are probably more people loving this idea than there are people hating it.
Like, I see where you're coming from, and I 100% agree, but just because of how, like, beautiful this game is, I want to play it.
Yeah. Yeah. I respect that. I respect anybody that makes that decision. I'm at that point in my life now where, as a gamer, it's true, and I sound like an old ass, but I'm tired. I'm going to be honest, and this is my last rant. Started with Call of Duty. Dude, $15 for map packs just to play on different maps,
Yeah.
but the game itself isn't different. It's still you running around, run and gun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then they have 4 DLC map packs at $15 each.
Yeah.
That was the game that made me stop investing in DLC bullshit. At least unnecessary ones.
Yeah.
Officially ending rant. Guys, thank you so much for watching. And as always, peace.